Etra saw it. My name is Kuroki. I'm a regular employee at a regular company. There's something of a problem I've encountered recently. That problem is... Oh, hello Akamatsu-san.
Hey.
Are you arguing with your wife again?
Yeah, seriously, man. She's so... The
problem is this man, my coworker, Akamatsu-san.
She was nagging at me again yesterday, and we got into another fight. Then this morning, she just made some stupid little stuff for breakfast. Nothing even good. And the miso soup, it was just bean sprouts.
I mean, it's the end of the month, so maybe she was trying to cut back on expenses or something?
Nope. I make good money, and she's got a part-time job, so I know for a fact that she's got money. She's just doing that on purpose to just get back at me.
Right.
I seriously can't put up with it anymore.
And I can't put up with you complaining literally every single day about your wife! Akamatsu-san isn't a horrible person by any means, but he's literally always complaining about his wife every day. He sits next to me, so I'm always taking the brunt of the complaints compared to everyone else.
That's why I'm so hungry, you know. Hey, Kuroki, let's go eat at Etra Cafe and grab some food, bro.
Huh? I don't know. I don't have much money left over this month.
I'll pay for you, man. Come on. Please, let me complain to you when we eat, at the very least.
Ugh, I really wish we could at least stop with the complaining while we eat. I mean, he really does pay for my food. I understand that Akamatsu-san has a pretty difficult time, but... Akamatsu-san's complaints are generally pretty well received in the office, with most people sympathizing with him. The reason behind that is...
Man, that sounds tough. Seriously, though.
That was from an in-house orientation that we had a few months back.
Kuroki-san, come on. You're free on the weekends, right?
Akane-san, I think I've already told you. I'm married and...
But your wife isn't here right now.
She had work, so she couldn't take off and come today.
Sorry. Families were welcome to join today's orientation, so you know how sad and lonely it is to be here all by myself.
Like I said...
Ow! What a freaking waste! You burned all the veggies again!
You don't have to talk about it so much, do you?
Of course I have to! This is always why you're just...
Shut up!
Is that...
Wow, is that Akamatsu-san's wife? Is she complaining about something that doesn't really matter?
Something about how to grill the food or something.
Huh? Man, Akamatsu has it tough, huh? If it were me, I would never see anything like that in that way.
I'm gonna go say hello to her. Akamatsu-san?
Kuroki.
Is she your wife?
Yeah, this is my wife, Azami.
Nice to meet you, ma'am. I'm Akamatsu-san's coworker, Kuroki.
I'm Azumi. Sounds like my husband has been pestering you and bothering you for quite some time now.
Hey, why do you always have to put it like that?
It's just the truth.
Ah?
Wow. Honestly, my first impression of her wasn't exactly the best. That's true. Nothing really significant happened after that. No problems at all. But Akamatsu-san and his wife seemed to be on edge throughout the rest of the barbecue. I'm sure that Akamatsu-san is actually struggling pretty badly.
Ah, that's so good. My wife is really bad at cooking, you know. It's really just gross. What about you, Kuroki? You don't get in fights or get forced to eat bad food or something like that?
Honestly, I think that she's got me on a pretty short leash. Luckily for me, she's pretty good at cooking, so I can't say that I have any complaints.
Ah! Why the hell do I have to listen to you brag about your wife right now? I'm so freaking jealous of you!
Oh, come on. Your wife must have some pretty good parts about her too, right?
Not at all!
That was fast.
She doesn't waste money and she's good looking. She does chores and stuff too, but that's kind of a given, isn't it? It's normal. For example, I work full-time and she works part-time, which means that she's got more free time than me.
I gotta get going.
But she only does laundry about once a week, all at once, and she kind of just randomly cleans when she wants. And I say one little thing, which leads to this morning's bland and boring breakfast. What I'm trying to say isn't that, oh, she's got great parts like this too, or anything like that. Something that's more fundamental. It's like we just don't really click, you know?
I see. Why exactly did you two get married?
I mean, I was the one who fell for her, so I think that I'm really trying my best to make things work with her.
Why are you drinking?
Ah! But I mean, I quit smoking for her, and now she's talking to me about how drinking is a waste of money, and I need to stop.
There were some parts of what he was saying that kind of puzzled me, but the fact that I was married made it feel like I couldn't just ignore him. I had to just quietly listen to his complaints. About a month later,
Huh? You started living apart? Yeah!
Akamatsu-san finally started living separately from Azumi-san, with divorce fully in mind.
It was so long. It took so long.
He's crying.
Congratulations! I'm so glad that you're finally done. Now you can free up Kuroki-san for lunch, right? He's a free man.
Huh?
Kuroki-san, would it be alright if we go to lunch together, please?
Yeah, you two should go.
At this point in time, the whole office was still on Akamatsu-san's side, and I didn't really think much of anything either.
Oh my god, come on, Akamatsu-san!
I want to go eat some pasta or something.
You're separated from your wife now? Yeah, it did seem like your wife is probably pretty tough to get along with.
Dude, seriously.
However,
I feel so relieved.
after the news broke, Akamatsu-san slowly started to change. The next day, 3 days later, 1 week later, Akamatsu-san?
Huh?
Are you okay? You seem to be off recently.
Seriously? My wife is just so bad, you know?
Huh? But you're not living with your wife anymore, right?
No, that's not what I'm talking about!
Huh?
I'm gonna go on a smoke break.
Okay. Akamatsu-san was getting visibly more irritable by the day.
Damn it! Ah!
That's so weird. I figured that he would start to get happier the more time he spent apart from his wife. Yet another week later, then it finally happened. Huh? Akamatsu-kun? He's not here yet today? Oh, hello, sir. It seems like he's not here yet today.
Akamatsu-san has almost never been late in the history that I've known him.
I wonder if something happened. He hasn't reached out to us either.
I'm so sorry I was late!
Akamatsu-kun! What's going on, Akamatsu? It's rare of you to be late like this.
Kuroki! I need you to listen to me! Hear me out! There was no freaking toilet paper at my house!
Huh?
Seriously! My wife is seriously just so... Ah! Why the hell can't she get anything right?
Huh? Your wife?
I went to the bathroom this morning and there was no paper in there! Even the rolls that were supposed to be there for stock purposes were all gone! I didn't know what I should do, so I panicked, and then I got dressed. But I ended up having to shower again to make things work!
Wow.
Ah! This is all because she just won't figure it out back at home!
Akamatsu-kun? You're already living separately from your wife, right? As in, she no longer lives with you in the same house?
Huh? Yeah, of course.
Well then, how is that your wife's fault? Did you really think that a wife would come over to a house that she no longer lives for her husband that is divorcing her to refill the toilet paper stock?
Damn it! That's not what I'm saying! It's her fault for not doing it all! Why the hell do I have to do all this crap, huh?
Akamatsu-san? Akamatsu-kun? It sounds like you're a little confused and lost. So why don't we go over there and talk about what's going on, huh? Akamatsu-san was escorted away by the department chief, and they walked out of the room. An hour later, Akamatsu-san? Katsura-san? What happened in there? You heard quite a bit from Akamatsu-kun about him and his wife, right? About how his wife was? Huh? Oh, yeah. He talked to me a lot about his wife. Well, about that, that's where I heard the most shocking truth from my department chief. It's about his wife, but
She works part-time, so she's got a bunch of time on her hands.
the reason that his wife is part-time is because she's a nurse that works night shifts.
Huh?
Because of the shifts, their life schedule was kind of a little wonky.
I'm gonna get going now.
I'm finally home.
But I mean, I quit smoking for her, and now she's talking to me about how drinking is a waste of money, and I need to stop.
I have to vacuum and do all the laundry.
Akamatsu-san was pretty much drinking from the middle of the day every weekend and...
Hey, where's my food?
Huh?
He talked to his wife, who had just finished her night shift, to cook for him. When they didn't have the same days off, he would try to cook for himself sometimes. But guess who ended up cleaning up all of the dishes and things that he used to cook his meal? Are you saying... Yeah, it shocked me too.
Right, sir? It's pretty horrible, huh?
Akamatsu-kun, in other words, you're saying that your wife does everything in the house without you saying anything to her, right?
Huh? Why wouldn't she do that? Azumi will take care of it later.
That's not normal, you know.
Huh?
Fine, I'll do it.
The reason that you were able to go through life without having any kind of trouble is because of your wife. You literally just ran out of toilet paper, and now you're in a huge panic, right? Think about it. A family, especially a husband and wife, are a team. You have to support each other to make things work. I'll hold that for you.
Thank you.
I'm sure you probably thought that it's expected to have food prepared. It's expected for clothes to be put out for you to get changed into after you finish showering. That's not a husband and wife. That's just a mom and her young child.
Let's brush your teepees, and then let's go draw something. Okay.
Sounds like you've really been spoiled by your wife this whole time. But you're a grown adult, right?
Azumi, do this, do that.
What are you going to do with yourself if you can't take care of yourself? I didn't know that at all. I really hope he's able to rethink his actions from that. I think that there was some truth behind the assumption that they didn't really match or fit well as a husband and wife. But thinking back now...
But that's kind of a given, you know. I'm really trying my best to work with her.
I wonder if Akamatsu-kun did anything when he was back at his house. I couldn't help but feel like the reason that his wife turned into that has to do partially because of Akamatsu-san himself as well.
But that's so true. There are people that think that. There's literally a spare toilet paper roll on top of the tank, but the holder for some reason only has the middle left in it. Why doesn't anyone change it? Or when the water pot doesn't have any more water left in it, but they just keep trying to force it to push out the last bit of water instead of just refilling the whole thing.
I think I can do it. That's true.
I mean, it's always me or some other newbie that ends up doing it, but I don't know if you should really think that it's a given that some will take care of it, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
And besides, Akamatsu-san seriously must have thought that he was the king of his wife or something, huh? The day of the barbecue, apparently his wife just had a night shift the night before.
Huh?
He couldn't get ready to go to the barbecue on his own, and he said he was gonna drink, so he told her that she had to drive on the way home.
Hey, what do you need to bring to a barbecue anyway? Can you just prepare everything for me? And make sure you can drive on the way home, too.
I just finished a freaking 12-hour night shift! She was apparently halfway forced into going.
That's why she was so aggravated.
I mean, he can't even go to the store to literally buy his own stock of toilet paper, so you really can't say that he knows how to survive on his own. But I'm the type to really dedicate myself to someone, so if you want, I'll dedicate to serving you, Kuroki-san.
Hey, stop that! I'm out of the shower.
Okay.
I'll drink some tea or something. There's not much left in here. Wait. I totally just unconsciously thought to myself that Yuzuriha would make more tea for me a second ago.
Oh crap, I have to make more tea again.
That's not how it should be. I think. The person who noticed should be the one who handles it. I think it's around here.
What's going on?
Oh, Yuzu. The tea. It looked like there wasn't much left anymore. So I'll go ahead and make some more for us.
Oh, well, thank you. Normally, you always just put the empty bottle back into the fridge, though.
Don't mention it! Yuzuriha always makes me new tea to drink. That's not something that's a given. A liter of water and...
I work full-time, and she's a part-time employee, so she's got plenty of time left over. She's pretty, and I think that she's doing a lot of the chores, sure. But that's kind of a given.
I wonder if Akamatsu-san had any kind of gratitude for his wife at all. Maybe that's why he ended up breaking down like that. The whole incident over Akamatsu-san and his wife.
Ah, that was seriously such a nice bath.
Yuzuriha, you want some tea?
Thank you.
Made me reassure myself that that whole series of events really was not just a completely foreign thing to me. It was definitely relevant and important.
ご視聴いただき
ありがとうございました。家事をこなしたりするのは普通のことだとか言っておきながら自分はできてないなんて、じゃあ自分は普通にも至ってないことになりますよね。誰かがやってくれるだろうではなくて、自分がやらなければいけない。仮にやってもらったとしても、それを当たり前のことだと過ごすのではなく、感謝するって大事なことだと思います。皆さんはどう感じましたか？コメント欄に書いていただけると嬉しいです。また少しでも怖いなぁと思った方、チャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。